And we also have 17 instructional coaches, which are usually professors or PhD students, some who are also professors, who help those teaching fellows develop curriculum that is culturally relevant to the students so that they are at least learning something over the summer, which is the main goal of our summer program, is to make sure that these students learn and retain information that they've learned in the past year while also kind of getting a head start onto the information that they will be learning the next year. So as y'all can see, I want you to look at this. These are the diverse educational backgrounds that Breakthrough staff has. Just take a look. I'm gonna give you all like a second to look at that. But we all come from a variety of different things, major-wise, and also just life experiences. We bring different things to the table, which kind of sets us apart from other people. And it's just interesting to look at that. I know before this presentation, I was looking through our website and just looking at some of the bios from the different people who work with Breakthrough. It's crazy to see what these people study. Like, I know we have a couple people in development, one who majored in art and one who majored in government. Well, also we have a couple people on our program team who like majored in photography or women's studies with the emphasis on, I can't remember, women's studies, English literature, and dance choreography, which is like, okay. But it's great to see that Breakthrough is so diverse, not just in majors, but in staff as well, and just culture. These are also the different graduate degrees that Breakthrough staff have, which now if you look at it, it makes more sense that they're in the education side of things for the most part. So we're going to give you a few minutes to think about what are the type of opportunities you look for with future employment, and what else do you look for when you're looking for employment. So not just the job, but other things that go into the job.
So just to clarify a little bit, so as you all are in your current positions, about to graduate or going to graduate soon, what are you looking for in your future employer? Is it, besides the money, right? We all want the most high-paying job ever in the world. So besides that, what else are you looking for? Respectful of your time. I wish I had more time for you all to discuss this, but can you click? Okay. So I actually talked to one group. I was hoping to talk to like 4 of you, but of course salary and future salary increases is one of the big ones. Like, okay, you're gonna pay me the starting wage, but can you meet me in the middle after 1 year or after a month? Depends on your employment. I also heard health benefits, right? You want insurance, medical, dental, vision, family and medical leave. The opportunity to leave when your family or you are sick. That's a thing. Maternity and paternity leave. There are organizations and companies that do not offer paternity leave, and sometimes even not even maternity leave, but it's a really good thing to look for in your future employer. Personal and vacation and sick leave. We have, and I'm going to share this, 30 days. I get 30 vacation days every single year, and I can use them anytime I want, except June and July. And so it's a really great benefit. So those, I feel like, how many of you have already thought of those benefits when looking at your future employer? Awesome. There's another side of that. Does your future employer or the people that you're looking to work for have opportunities for growth? And what I mean by that is, I started as an AmeriCorps member, and now I'm an associate director of programs. Is there like, for example, there are some organizations where it's like, nope, that person's staying in their position for 20 years. They're going to stay here. They're going to die here. They're not moving. And so you want to look at that as well. Another thing is building transferable skills. And I'm going to use myself as an example. How many are familiar with Salesforce? It's awesome. Salesforce is an amazing online database platform that a lot of the corporate companies use, but we also use it to track our students and college applications and a whole bunch of data. And because I love data, because I am a nerd when it comes to pulling reports and all of that, I became the Salesforce administrator at Breakthrough Central Texas the 3rd year I was with them. So I've been with them 6.5 years now. Actually, it was second half year I became the Salesforce administrator. Other thing you should be looking at is professional development, both in-house and out of house. So do they bring people in? Do they have a certain session? Or if you're working, I don't know what kind of PD you might have in a business company, but at Breakthrough, we talk about a lot of different things like leadership. So we bring people in to come and talk about that, or we send people out to Boston or to San Francisco if it's a conference that's worth our time and worth learning about. Another great thing that employers might do is helping you all continue your education. Do they have the tuition assistance? Do they have tuition reimbursement? These are all things that you can look for in a future employer. And one of the other things is company culture. For us, when we interviewed Byron, it was such a easy choice because the way that he interacts with our students and the way that he's approachable. We look for people who are very focused on their growth mindset. We look for people who are engaged and motivated and excited to work with middle school, high school, college students. When you look for a future employer, you want to go, if you can, try to go and see if you see yourself working with the people there. Okay, so that's a really cheesy smile. That's because I'm so happy. This is one of my students who I started working with in 7th grade, Jose, and that's when he was graduating high school. I was able to see him from 8th grade, 7th grade, all the way to high school graduation, and I get to see all of my students. And I stayed with Breakthrough for a lot of different reasons. Because of the opportunity for growth, because of all the beautiful things that they offer there, and the beautiful people that work there. Now I am in a leadership position, and I'm hoping to continue that path to maybe become what we call a chief program officer, or even executive director, in a lot of years. I currently get to oversee Central and South Austin programming, but also help a lot with the other programs because they're so new. And I'm just giving this an example because where you start, you can just continue and continue and continue to grow. And like I mentioned, I am a Salesforce administrator, and I'm very involved in the community. They have our Title I schools have what's called the Community Alliance meeting, where a whole bunch of people can come and talk about the things that are happening in these middle schools to further improve what we're doing there. And so I get to participate in those meetings. So we don't have a lot of time, but I want you guys to think, what drives you, you know? What, besides your current major, whether it's economics or education, what else are you driven by? Is it social justice? Is it animals? Or puppies? I don't know. But like, you know, if you're excited about something, if there's something drives you, connect it to your future employer, to your future career, whatever it is. Okay, so here's my little plug. As David mentioned, we are going to hire 152 teaching fellows this summer, and you don't have to be an education major to apply. But most importantly, we're looking for 14 individuals, recent graduates, to come join us to work with our students, middle school, high school, and college students, our AmeriCorps members. Both of those positions are open right now, and the 14 AmeriCorps members, as soon as we fill up those positions is when we stop hiring. So there's no closing date. Ideally we hire by August, but if you are interested in those positions or even volunteering with us, I left my card, David's card, and there's a sheet. The one closest to Byron is the AmeriCorps position description. You get paid. And our summer teaching fellowship is the one in the middle, and our volunteer opportunities is the one closest to me. If you'd like and are interested in talking to us or applying, you can also feel free to email me, call us, what have you.
Question.
Yeah. Are there any questions?
All right.
All right, so before we get dismissed again, remember, if you have any SquareCap issues, shoot me an email tonight to ensure that you don't have a delay in your scholarship. Also, in relation to Breakthrough, it is an organization that I do really love, so if you are interested in social work in a lot of different arenas and you really don't have a next step, like you're not going to teaching, it's an amazing organization to work for, and their company culture was really, really hard to leave. ULN has been great, but it was just like, it took a lot for me to move from that location. So if you are interested, I definitely encourage you to talk to Christy, to look at the different opportunities. And even if you want to stopgap things, I know right after graduation they do have these teaching fellowships, which are paid positions over the summer and do come with an educational stipend as an AmeriCorps member. That's something that you potentially do for this summer if you're waiting for a job to come in the fall, so on and so forth. So they do take students who are recent graduates. And if you're still going to be here afterwards, that might be a good opportunity just to have something to fill your summer with. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for coming, and remember to do your February reflections.